students, my name is Mariela Paulino and I am the founder of Project Hearing. Today I'm going to talk about 3 of my favorite accessibility tools as I work remotely. The first tool I'm going to talk about is Google Meet. Google came out with a revolutionary tool that is called Google Meet, and Google Meet allows you to do conference calls either via video or via phone and get real-time captioning. Google Meet allows up to 100 users per call, which is amazing, and it basically will allow you to provide captioning for each single user. The functionality and the user experience is out of this world easy, and if you're interested in learning more about that tool, I encourage you to check out this YouTube video that I made. It is crazy useful, so check it out. Google Meet is on the G Suite platform. It's about $6 per user per month, so totally affordable, and it's just changing the game. So that is my first tool. The second tool I'm going to talk about is this right here that I'm using. It is the Compilot from Phonak. The way that I use it is you take the Compilot and you put it around your neck. So when you do that, oh, also I should mention I have a cochlear implant from Advanced Bionics. These accessibility tools are for people that have hearing disabilities and that are oral, meaning that they use oral language as their primary means of communication. So just something to bear in mind. So back to the Compilot. So when I use the Compilot uses Bluetooth technology to connect directly into my hearing equipment. So when I put on the Compilot, it's basically streaming sound directly into my ear. When I have a conference call or a webinar or a class that I'm attending, I can go use my Compilot, and the way that I do that is that I use the auxiliary cord. So I can plug the auxiliary cord. So this is a double auxiliary cord. The way that I do that is that I put in my auxiliary cord into my Compilot, and then I take the second auxiliary cord and plug it directly into my computer, which gives me direct access to the sound system. So that's my second tool for accessibility. The third tool that I use for accessibility is the Google Live Transcribe. So I have used the Compilot and the Google Live Transcribe in instances where I do not have access to the Google Meet. So if I am using a platform like Zoom or GoToMeeting or Google Hangouts, which do not provide captioning, what I will do is that I will have the call on speakerphone, and then you can come out, and that I will have the call on speakerphone, and then I will have Google Live transcribing the conversation. So I put this little phone stand, and I will just put my phone right on it, and then I will have this right next to my computer. And so basically what Google Live Transcribe does is that it transcribes everything that I am saying live. Just like Google Meet, it provides 99% accuracy, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So these are my 3 favorite tools for accessibility as a person with a cochlear implant during these remote work times. If you are a student and you need accessibility features, I highly recommend that you reach out to your accessibility office. These are free tools that I use, but if there is a budget within your organization as a student or employee to be able to pay for card accommodations, I highly encourage you to make use of those. For me personally, I choose Google Meet because real-time captioning or cart accommodations can be very expensive. If you don't know what cart captioning is, I'm sure you've been in a courtroom and there's somebody that's typing down everything that's being said. That same technology can be used by people with hearing disabilities in the classroom and in other environments. It's a tool that I use when I have important calls or important meetings. I will just have a real-time captioner. But conference calls or just like regular weekly meetings, I prefer Google Meet just because I can avoid having to book a person, and then it's like finances is $100 to $150 an hour. It's just way too much work. With Google Meet, I can just go online, book a room, and then have my meeting, and it's easy. So those are my 3 favorite tools. I hope you found this useful. If you want to learn more, I encourage you to subscribe or follow me on social media. I am on Instagram and Facebook at projecthearing.com. You can also go to my online store, www.projecthearing.com, and make some really cool purchases or maybe see some of my other work. And that is today's video for how to find accessible tools for a person with a hearing disability, if you're a person with a hearing disability or an ally. Until next time, cool cats and kittens. Bye.